Narrator. Welcome back to the English Learning Podcast's Intermediate Guide series. Today we're stepping into the world of travel and accommodation, specifically focusing on renting a vacation property. In an era where options range from cozy beachfront cottages to luxurious urban apartments, securing the ideal temporary home can significantly enhance your travel experience. It's about more than just booking a place. It's about ensuring comfort, convenience, and a hassle-free stay that truly feels like a getaway. How do you articulate your preferences for a property, inquire about its amenities, or clarify booking terms and conditions without encountering misunderstandings? What language allows you to describe specific needs, discuss potential issues, or negotiate terms in a clear, polite, and effective manner? And crucially, how do you navigate online platforms, communicate with property owners or managers, and ensure a smooth check-in and check-out process, all while safeguarding your expectations and ensuring a positive experience? This episode is designed to equip you with the essential vocabulary, practical strategies, and savvy insights necessary to approach vacation property rentals with confidence, clarity, and a keen eye for detail. Today's discussion moves beyond simple property listings, delving into the nuances of digital communication etiquette, understanding contractual agreements, and anticipating potential travel disruptions. We are privileged to host a conversation between Ms. Isabella Rossi, a seasoned vacation rental manager overseeing properties across Italy from her office in Rome, and Mr. Noah Bennett, an experienced travel blogger and advocate for smart travel practices, who frequently shares his rental experiences from his home base in Vancouver, Canada. Their dialogue will illuminate the best practices and common pitfalls in renting a vacation property, offering you a richer understanding of how to transform a booking into a seamless and memorable part of your journey. So, let's explore the intricacies and liberating potential of truly mastering the art of renting a vacation property. Isabella, Noah, it's a genuine pleasure to finally connect with you. Your insights as a travel blogger must give you a unique perspective on the guest experience in vacation rentals. From your perspective, when someone is preparing to rent a vacation property, what are your initial, most crucial considerations for them to keep in mind? Is it about immediately finding the cheapest option, or is there a preliminary step of defining their priorities and needs? Noah, Isabella, the pleasure is entirely mutual. Your expertise as a property manager provides invaluable context to the other side of the rental equation. When someone is preparing to rent a vacation property, my initial consideration is always a preliminary step of defining their priorities and needs, rather than immediately hunting for the cheapest option. It's crucial for them to first clarify, what's the purpose of the trip? Who's traveling? What are the non-negotiable amenities like a specific number of bedrooms, a full kitchen, or pet friendliness? This helps narrow down choices and prevents later disappointment. My foundational groundwork always involves asking, what absolutely must this property offer for my group to have a comfortable and enjoyable stay? Do you find that a lack of clear self-assessment often leads to mismatched expectations and dissatisfaction? Isabella, absolutely, Noah. Your emphasis on defining priorities and needs is unequivocally fundamental. A lack of clear self-assessment is indeed one of the most common and detrimental pitfalls, often leading to guests booking properties that don't truly meet their requirements, resulting in dissatisfaction or unexpected expenses. Without that initial clarity, even a beautiful property can feel like a poor fit. My experience shows that guests who clearly articulate their needs upfront tend to have much smoother and happier stays. What specific linguistic strategies do you employ to inquire about amenities, clarify booking terms, or discuss specific needs without sounding demanding or overlooking crucial details? Noah, that's where precise, polite questioning and anticipating details become paramount, Isabella. My primary strategy for inquiring about amenities and clarifying terms involves using open-ended questions and explicitly stating my needs in a friendly, non-demanding tone. Instead of a blunt, "Does it have Wi-Fi?" I'd articulate, "Could you confirm the internet speed as reliable Wi-Fi is essential for my remote work?" Or, "Are there any hidden fees not listed in the initial quote, such as cleaning fees or local taxes?" To discuss specific needs, I might say, "We're traveling with a small child. Is a high chair or crib available, or should we plan to bring our own?" For booking terms, I'd ask, "What is the cancellation policy and what are the exact conditions for a refund?" Or, Are there any specific quiet hours we should be aware of, given the residential nature of the neighborhood? I also often use softening phrases like, just to clarify, or I wanted to double-check, to ensure all details are covered politely. Do you find that vague inquiries or assumptions often lead to confusion or issues down the line? Isabella. That's an excellent approach, Noah, and your use of precise, polite questioning and anticipating details is exactly what helps prevent misunderstandings. And yes, vague inquiries or assumptions are very common pitfalls, often leading to confusion, unmet expectations, or even disputes during or after a stay. My experience suggests that clearly documented communication is always best. What role does understanding contractual agreements and anticipating potential travel disruptions play in a smooth rental process? And how do you verbally address these important but sometimes sensitive topics with property managers? Noah. Understanding contractual agreements and anticipating potential travel disruptions is the bedrock of a stress-free rental experience, Isabella. It's about proactive risk management. I verbally address these sensitive topics by framing them as collaborative efforts to ensure a positive outcome for both parties. For agreements, I might say, I've reviewed the rental agreement and just wanted to clarify Clause 4.2 regarding guest liability. Could you explain that a bit further for me? Or, are there any specific clauses about noise levels or party policies I should be particularly mindful of? For potential disruptions, I'd ask, in the unlikely event of a power outage or a plumbing issue during our stay, what is the best contact method, and what is your typical response time? Or, what are the procedures if there's an unforeseen travel disruption, like a flight cancellation that impacts our check-in time? I use phrases like, just for my peace of mind, or, to ensure we're both on the same page. This approach shows I'm being responsible and considerate, not accusatory. How do you approach the challenge of discussing potential issues or complaints during a stay without appearing overly critical or aggressive? Isabella. Noah, your insights into proactive clarification of agreements and anticipating disruptions, framing them as collaborative efforts, are truly excellent for responsible renting. The challenge of discussing potential issues or complaints during a stay requires a calm, objective, and solution-focused approach to avoid appearing overly critical or aggressive. My advice to guests and my own practice involves immediately and politely communicating the issue, focusing on the problem itself rather than personal blame. I encourage using phrases like, we seem to be having a slight issue with the amenity, e.g. hot water. Could someone please take a look when convenient? Or, I wanted to bring something to your attention. The item, e.g. kettle, isn't working, which makes it difficult to prepare breakfast. If there's an immediate safety concern, then urgency is warranted, but still with a clear description. There's a strong gas smell in the kitchen. What's the emergency procedure? It's vital to provide specifics and suggest, implicitly or explicitly, a desire for resolution. We appreciate guests who communicate promptly and respectfully, as it allows us to address concerns efficiently. What are the common pitfalls individuals fall into when trying to rent a vacation property, and how can they be avoided? Noah. Isabella, your advice on communicating issues calmly and focusing on the problem rather than blame is spot on for effective resolution. The common pitfalls individuals fall into when trying to rent a vacation property often include failing to read the fine print of the rental agreement or cancellation policy, leading to unexpected charges or issues. Another pitfall is relying solely on photos without reading reviews or asking specific questions, as photos can be misleading or outdated. Underestimating additional costs like cleaning fees, resort fees, or security deposits is also common, leading to budget surprises. Some might engage in poor communication with the host, either not asking enough questions upfront or delaying reporting issues during the stay. There's also the pitfall of not understanding local regulations or cultural norms, e.g. quiet hours, recycling rules, which can lead to friction. Lastly, having unrealistic expectations for a property or service, believing it will be a perfect, seamless experience without any minor hiccups, is a significant pitfall. To avoid these, individuals should always read the entire listing and agreement thoroughly. They should prioritize properties with numerous, positive, recent reviews. They should calculate all-inclusive costs before booking. They should maintain clear, polite, and timely communication with the host. They should research local customs and rules for the area. And crucially, they should approach the rental with a degree of flexibility and patience, ready to address minor issues calmly if they arise. How do you believe the rise of AI and automated booking platforms impacts people's ability to rent vacation properties and manage expectations, for better or worse? Isabella. Noah, your comprehensive list of pitfalls and proactive avoidance strategies, particularly the emphasis on reading the fine print and managing expectations, is incredibly valuable for smart travelers. The rise of AI and automated booking platforms certainly has a complex and often contradictory impact on people's ability to rent vacation properties and manage expectations. On one hand, they offer unparalleled convenience. Instant booking, vast selections of properties, price comparisons, and often AI-powered chatbots for quick answers to common questions. This streamlines the search and booking process, making it faster and more accessible for many. However, the worse side is significant. Over-reliance on automation can lead to a lack of personalized communication with the host or property manager, which is crucial for clarifying unique needs or resolving complex issues that AI can't handle. It can foster a transactional mindset, diminishing the human element of hospitality. There's also the risk of generic or misleading information generated by AI if not properly curated, or the difficulty of addressing nuanced questions that require a human touch. So, while powerful tools for efficiency, they demand that users still prioritize critical thinking, detailed review of information, and a willingness to seek human interaction when complex issues arise, to ensure expectations are truly managed and a positive experience is secured. In your final analysis, what are the ultimate rewards or transformations that an individual gains from truly mastering the art of renting a vacation property effectively? Noah. Isabella, your astute analysis of AI's impact, highlighting both convenience and the risk of depersonalization, perfectly captures the modern rental landscape. The ultimate rewards or transformations that an individual gains from truly mastering the art of renting a vacation property effectively are manifold and deeply enriching. It cultivates an incredible sense of self-reliance and savvy travel skills, allowing them to navigate new destinations and accommodation types with confidence. This leads to significantly more personalized and fulfilling travel experiences, as they can choose properties that perfectly align with their preferences and immerse themselves more authentically in local environments. A proficient renter gains enhanced budget management and negotiation abilities, learning to spot value and advocate for their needs effectively. It fosters a powerful sense of adventure and flexibility, as they become adept at handling minor hitches and embracing the unique aspects of each stay. Beyond the immediate trip, it creates lasting memories and a deeper appreciation for diverse cultures and living arrangements. Perhaps most profoundly, mastering this art transforms the concept of travel itself, from just a vacation, to a seamless and deeply customized journey where their temporary home becomes an integral part of the adventure. It's the difference between merely finding a place to stay and truly crafting an unforgettable escape. Narrator. What an exceptionally illuminating and practical conversation with Ms. Isabella Rossi and Mr. Noah Bennett. Their expert insights have masterfully illuminated the critical nuances involved in renting a vacation property, from defining priorities and asking precise questions to understanding agreements and navigating the impact of automation. Their dialogue powerfully underscores that effective vacation rental is not just about booking, but about proactive planning, clear communication, and a keen eye for detail to ensure a truly memorable and stress-free getaway. Now, let's consolidate some of the key vocabulary and concepts from their rich dialogue that you can integrate into your own travel planning. Practice session. Expressing yourself. Let's revisit some valuable phrases and concepts from today's in-depth episode. Practice using these in your own discussions about renting a vacation property. Preliminary step of defining their priorities and needs. An initial stage of clarifying what's most important for your trip and stay. Unequivocally fundamental. Absolutely essential or crucial. Precise, polite questioning and anticipating details. Asking clear and courteous questions while thinking ahead about what information might be needed. Reliable Wi-Fi is essential for my remote work. A specific reason for a particular amenity being a high priority. Clarify Clause 4.2 regarding guest liability. A phrase used to ask about a specific part of a contract. Bedrock of a stress-free rental experience. the fundamental basis for a smooth and enjoyable rental. Calm, objective, and solution-focused approach. A recommended way to address problems without emotional reactions. Failing to read the fine print. Not reading the small, often important details in a contract. Complex and often contradictory impact. An effect that is complicated and seems to go against itself. Manifold and deeply enriching. Many and having a very profound and positive effect. Choose 3 of these phrases and explain how they might relate to an experience you've had renting a vacation property or planning for one. For example, before booking a villa in Tuscany, I took the preliminary step of defining my priorities and needs, like needing a full kitchen for cooking classes, which was unequivocally fundamental to finding the perfect place. When looking at a beachfront apartment in Cancun, I used precise, polite questioning and anticipating details to clarify Clause 4.2 regarding guest liability for beach equipment, as reliable Wi-Fi was essential for my remote work there. My friend's trip to a cabin in the Canadian Rockies was almost ruined by failing to read the fine print about winter road access, illustrating the complex and often contradictory impact of relying solely on online pictures. Narrator. As Ms. Isabella Rossi and Mr. Noah Bennett so eloquently articulated, mastering the art of renting a vacation property is a skill that empowers you to tailor your travel experiences, avoid potential pitfalls, and ensure a truly enjoyable getaway. It's about proactive planning, clear communication, and a discerning eye for detail. By embracing strategic questioning and a thoughtful approach to agreements, you can transform the search for accommodation into a seamless and exciting part of your adventure. Until our next insightful discussion on the English Learning Podcast, happy travels, and may your next vacation rental be nothing short of spectacular.